And Remy, Casey's with us, and a very special guest as well. And Casey, I feel like you've known her the longest.
Right.
So maybe you should say hello and introduce us.
Yes. So I went to high school, and I'm from the same area as our guest. This is Alexandra Kay.
Hello.
Hey. Hello. Welcome.
Hi, everyone.
Good morning.
You are having you're having a moment, aren't you?
Yeah, it's been amazing. It's
So
been really cool.
I feel like for the last Remy, how many years have you been talking about Alexandra? Okay, like the last couple of years, Remy's like, we really need to call this girl and get her on a jingle fest. And listen, we're just idiots who talk. We don't make decisions, so we can just suggest things.
Yeah.
And if they don't happen, I'm sorry. But then Casey shows us the iTunes chart last week, and your song's like up there, above all these huge artists that are like headlining stadiums and stuff. How's that feel?
It feels insane, especially since I was pushing a pre-save link on Spotify all week. And it was like the night before the song came out. And I was like looking at my fiance, Indiana, and I was like, I didn't even talk about iTunes. Like, I didn't say anything about iTunes. So I was worried it wasn't going to have sales at all.
Yeah.
Much less chart number 1 in the first day on the country chart. So I got on TikTok, and I was live on TikTok for like the first 4 hours of the release.
Yeah.
Just talking to people, playing the song over and over and over, being like, yeah, go get it on iTunes, go get it. And I woke up and it was number 1.
Amazing.
Yeah, it is
And I
awesome.
was
And you're
crying.
not you don't have like typical representation right now. Like, you don't have a music label, correct?
No.
You're doing this all on your own.
Yeah, right.
I think that that's so cool about you is that you have this massive following and you do such a good job. You do weekly streams. You're always playing live music. You're taking requests. I think the one thing that separates you from a lot of other artists right now is that you do that. You communicate with your fans. Like, you're
Right.
just talking like you are a real human being. And I think that's so cool.
Well, thanks. I mean, that's it. That's all it is. I mean, it doesn't matter how good the song is. If nobody buys it, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, the song can be incredible, but at the end of the day, people don't only have to like your music; they have to like you as a person. And I would just really try to reiterate to my fans over and over that none of this happens without you guys.
Yeah, yeah.
know,
And that's
so-
so true. And I think that goes for us too, we as having listeners and that kind of fuels how this goes for us too. But I think that you do a really good job at that. And I think that that's awesome. Like, I'll pop into your streams every once in a while and be like, okay, she's getting it. She's getting it.
Right. No, it's hard because sometimes you're not a real person. You're trying to put out this thing that somebody is telling you to do or stuff
Right, sure.
stuff like that. It's hard because there's so much scrutiny. There's so many people telling you how you do this correctly. But to carve your own path is the way to do it. And
Thank
let
you.
people know who you are. You know what I mean? Because that'll ring truer than any hook on a song.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. And especially the fact that, these songs are songs that when I was signed to a major record label, that they didn't want me to cut. So I think it was really, really cool that I was able to just tell my fans that story and say, hey, it's up to you guys if this song does anything because, the label didn't think it was going to. And
I love that.
And I put it in their hands and
Yeah.
they proved that labels don't know everything.
They don't.
You know?
Yeah, that's so true.
So, at the end of the day, it's in their hands. It's what they like. And I'm just happy that they let me tell my story all the time.
Now it's in our hands, and I'm gonna hit play on it right now.
Cool.
Alexandra Kay is on New Country 92.3 WIL. It's I Kinda Don't. Let's take a listen and come back and chat afterwards too. Alexandra Kay, I Kinda Don't. New Country 92.3. Mason and Remy. She's with us in the studio. How you feeling?
So cool.
Did you listen to the station growing up? Were you like a WIL for my whole life kind of thing?
Yes,
Yeah?
I'm not kidding. Like all my parents listen to.
So I think Casey's in that boat too. The other day we talked about Halloween costumes, and she was like Gretchen Wilson one Halloween.
Yeah.
Like that was probably this station's doing maybe.
Seriously, that's it. That's all my parents listened to was WIL the whole time I grew up.
Yeah.
Not kidding.
Yeah. It's always
That's
on.
it. So it's always on.
Tell us about the song. There's a good story in there, I think.
Yeah. So I I was in Nashville. I had a write with Ryan, Robinette, and Tana Matz, and it always feels like the first day of school whenever you write with somebody that you haven't written with before. So I was like prepping for that on my way to the write, and I was listening to a song I wrote like 8 or 9 years ago about an ex-boyfriend of mine and about when I met his new girlfriend and how she was so sweet and she was so cool. And you probably know her. And
I like it.
Because if you're just tuning in, Casey actually went to like school and grew up with Alexandra.
Yeah,
so they're like
so I'm like, we
friends.
know who it is.
Old friends.
But no, anyways, she was so beautiful, so nice and kind, and you know, I really didn't want to like her, and it was really hard not to because she was so sweet, and so Tana looks at me and goes, so you're thinking I kind of want to hate you, I kind of want to be you. And I was like, okay, we're gonna stop everything we've written. We're scratching it. We're writing that song.
That's it. Yeah.
And that's when we started writing. I kind of don't. And really, I think it's just a really mature take on a situation that we've all been in. But it's really just being able to recognize the fact that I wasn't good. I wasn't as good for him as she is. And I think, you know, in reality, because it's an actual situation that went on in my life, they're a really great couple, and I'm really happy for them, you know. So,
that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, I can't wait to have you on more in the future here. It sounds like the ball has only just started rolling, even though for you, and I know this and Casey knows this, but it's been rolling a long time for you. I mean, you've been doing music since what, high school? Even before then, maybe?
Yeah.
And so we can't wait to play more of your music on the air. So it's awesome that you got up and you're off to Maryland today?
Yeah,
Virginia?
I'm leaving from Maryland. I just came from Springfield, and then I'm leaving I'll be in West Virginia tonight, and then Maryland the next day, and then Virginia the next day. And then thanks to the hurricane, I'm coming home. But I was supposed to be out for a while. But you know what? Maybe I need the rest, though.
Yeah, 2020 needs to give you some rest.
Well, I mean, it is such a tough year for a lot of people. But if something great can come out of it, you know what I mean?
Oh my gosh, yes.
Right,
huge.
absolutely.
So congrats on everything. We look forward to hearing more. I wish we had more time to chat because I just wanted to hang out anytime. Whenever you're in town, feel free to come by. You know, Casey, you want to take a day? Or if you guys want to come in, just do the show. Remy and I'll stay home.
I mean, if you're
cool.
gonna
Sounds
offer
good.
it.
Fine, we'll go take a day off.
Yes,
It'll be
I'll
great.
guest host.
It'll be great.
I just want to say thank you guys so much for giving, you know, me an opportunity as a local artist to show what I can do on this station. And I think it's really, really cool of you guys to do that because there's a lot of really talented people in this area. And I just feel like that's really awesome. You guys are great.
What's the best way to find you? Like if you want to check out your music or whatever.
I have Facebook, Alexandra Kay, Instagram, Alexandra Kay Music, TikTok, Alexandra Kay Music. You guys aren't going to see me dancing on TikTok, but I'll sing for you and I'll do some of those like, you know, trendy videos. But
We
I don't
love
have
TikTok around here.
I don't have any rhythm, so
Number one song on iTunes. I don't have any rhythm.
I can't dance. Okay, let's put it that way.
Thank you so much. Alexandra Kay, we appreciate you joining
Thanks,
us. And in about 10 minutes, Casey covers country. We look forward to hearing about you on that segment. New Country 92.3 in the future.